Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one and only 8:15 podcast on a Wednesday night comeback city. I am your co-host NZ Sky with
Lance,
and we're out here, ladies and gentlemen. Hoping everyone's having a good night so far. How is everyone doing, dude? Let me get some ones in the chat. You guys are hyped. Trojan, Areno, as usual. Max, Melitas. We got some all-stars in the chat. Dasher, Canadian Psycho. I mean, dude, it's absolutely getting insane. We have Amunara. Insane. Oh my god. More like A24 podcast. You already know the angle, man. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's everyone doing, dude? By the way, how's the audio level? Is that decent? Is it too loud?
Maybe a tad lower.
How's that?
That's nice.
Maybe there?
Maybe a tad lower.
Insane. More like 8:30. Insane. Surviving these nights. Yeah, dude, you're working like a dog. Literally, like the dog profile you have. Big pumpers in the chat. Big pumpers in the chat. Listen, man. We know what this time period is. Get through the desert. And what do you eventually find after you cross that desert, Lance?
An oasis.
An oasis. Okay.
In that oasis is the 11.2 announcement as we're sitting here on the outside looking in.
Wow.
Please, devs, give us some water. We need some water.
Give me water.
We need 11.2.
I'm thirsty.
That's what we're waiting for here, right?
Yeah, I know.
Give us the ethereal planet. Give us the fucking new juice. Give us the juice.
It's true. We could definitely use some juice to keep the hype alive. I thought they did really good, keeping the health of 11.1.5 alive. I thought they did good there, but it's time for 11.7. We're getting that in about a week and a half. And, I mean, that'll be some hype for a good month. And then, they're going to be releasing the major patch news, I would say, in a couple weeks, if not less,
I heard some rumblings on the forums that there's an Xbox showcase this Sunday, and Blizzard might have a panel or whatever, a showcase there, or whatever you would call it. Okay. Or maybe 11.2 announcement Sunday.
Okay, yeah, no, that would be sick.
That's hopium.
So Sunday they're having that thing, huh?
Yeah, that's huge copium on my
So it's like the Microsoft thing, right?
I think so. I don't know the exact details.
Did you guys see the PlayStation State of Play today? It was freaking terrible, I heard. I heard it was horrible. They didn't announce anything good at all. Did anyone else see that today?
Nope.
Holy jive turkey. That shit was bad. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we just started posting some shorts. And let me tell you something.
They're not doing too bad, actually.
Sorry about that notification. They've been doing pretty good. And we've been getting some subscribers over on the second channel. We've gotten, I think, just in the last few days, 20, 30, 40-ish on a brand new channel that no one knows about. Hey, man, listen. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Yo. Oh, wow, I'm linking the studio. Holy shit. Do not go to that link. Obviously, it won't show you anything, but...
Dude, delete that. Delete. Delete.
That's crazy. Delete it. I gotta send the fucking channel. Hold on, sorry. This one right here. So we just started posting some shorts on the third channel based off the show and just some clips. You guys absolutely have to go check it out, dude. Really, really funny channel. We post our clips over there. Entertainment, just some quick scroll through stuff for some value during the week, while we're doing our thing. But how's everyone doing tonight, man? How you guys feeling in World of Warcraft right now? What's the angle so far for you guys? You need a separation of plebs and what? And state, though. I don't want to play to console.
You know what's actually...
What?
One thing I'll say that's so great about Final Fantasy is they have made it so that the rotations are doable on a console. And those players play with the PC players. Like, there's no it's same game. And they're able to raid, they're able to do it all together in one game. So, like, I think Microsoft is probably, if I had to guess, would have to be breathing down Blizzard's neck about getting that done.
Interesting.
14 has been on console forever, Max, since the start. And it plays well, and they're able to get it to work. So,
Shit, imagine.
No, they could make it work. They could make it work. And imagine, think about the amount of players that it would bring to the game and the new players that it would bring, or players just coming back who haven't been playing the game in super long, right? Who maybe fell off of WoW years ago, but it's like, okay, well, I'm a console gamer now, but fuck it, I'll play WoW if I can play it on my Xbox. Shit, I would buy an Xbox to play WoW on it.
Shit, I would get a Steam Deck. Oh, Dasher with the sub at tier 1. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate the love. If anyone has a Twitch Prime or, you know, Amazon Prime they want to throw our way, go ahead.
Any of those, really?
Go ahead and shove it up on the Twitch-a-rooney. Let's get some Twitch commands in the chat, actually. Command Twitch.
Also, Sky, you, I think it does. It just takes a second. But you finally released my interview with Devilor yesterday.
Yeah, no, I released that. That was fun. I think.
Not doing hot view-wise, but great interview nonetheless.
Whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
I enjoyed doing that. What an awesome dude, huh?
No, that was honestly, if you really sit there and watch the interview, it's actually really enjoyable.
Great interview.
Like, it actually is. Like, genuinely, like I was, like, editing it, and, like, at first, like, I mean, it is what it is, because it's a long-ass edit to get through. It was, like, an hour and a half of footage to break down, so it was a lot. Like, a long time. But it was actually enjoyable after I cut it up and did everything to just watch seamlessly. It was actually really nice.
Yeah.
Zero, what's going on? Good looking. How we doing, baby? How we doing? We're chilling right now, dude. Chilling. You cut that much out? No, yeah. And let me tell you why. Actually, I probably can't say why. But trust me, a lot of it had to get trimmed.
Oh, well, there was
that.
Me and him ended up, it was almost just like conversation that was irrelevant anyway.
Well, the problem that would happen was that you would ask a question, and he would start with the question, but then it would just be, like, normally, like, two World of Warcraft people sitting there just rambling.
Yeah, tangents.
And, yeah, no, a lot of it had to get trimmed. Cup holder streams, keeping my mind busy is always good. That's insane. Mark, Ian. Yo, listen, if you guys are in the chat, man, let me know if you guys are here, baby. It's a Wednesday night Comeback City show here, trying to survive through the 11.15 Ghostlands that is fucking WoW right now. Nestle Carnage, what up, baby? I want a Steam Deck, but they cost too much at the moment. I'm seeing about this so-called WoW 2 going. That shit ain't going nowhere, bro. We ain't getting WoW 2 for...
They keep getting, yeah, everyone's kind of, almost, I swear to God, I almost want to call it grifting that content.
But they just like
it's like Preach made that video and now everyone wants to react and talk about WoW 2.
That's the
and it's almost like they're not actually paying attention to Preach's video, because his whole video was him talking about how we already have WoW 2 pretty much.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
It's a good video.
I don't know what people think's like if they ever make a WoW 2, you realize they're not going to delete this game.
WoW 2 will just be WoW, but double the monthly fee.
Yeah, the thing is, you know how many players they would lose if they made a brand new game?
I mean,
I don't know if it'd be worth... Like, yeah, you would get people to come back, but it would not...
Dude.
The amount of money you'd have to spend, I don't know if it'd be worth it.
It's
almost like Classic Plus.
Like,
it's a lose-lose.
Remember they did Smite 2?
Yeah, how many new players?
I heard it went pretty bad. So.
I think if they ever did a WoW 2, it would be... they'd have to do StarCraft. World of StarCraft would probably be.
11.1.5 shall be known now as trash. At least by me.
No.
What's up with my highlighter?
11.1.5 has been fine.
No, it's been fine.
And by the way, visions are fun.
Well, hold on. We're not going to judge this whole patch off the 0.5, are we?
Well, he's saying 11.1.5 has been
If we're talking about just the 0.5, I feel like it's been fine. It hasn't been anything like game-breaking, but they're doing a lot of things that add to the future of the game. Like, this was one of the first times they added a little mini renown track. So they tested that out. I liked it, and I'm going to continue to do it and level that up. They did the UI, what was it called? The weak auras thing. That was awesome. The Horrific Visions is okay. I mean, it's whatever. The Nightfall, event itself was very mid in itself. I would say leaning toward the negative side. I think they could have done a lot better.
Still trying to get that Panther.
But overall, for a 0.5 patch,
Links.
Duos is bad. It's over. That's insanely funny. Holy shit.
Dasher, the reason that the Final Fantasy blow up to Make a Realm Reborn worked, though, is because the initial launch of Final Fantasy 14 was so bad that they needed to do that. If you tried to do that shit now and you made people, you deleted people's 20-year-old WoW characters. So many people who play retail
I'll fuck you
would
up.
never play.
I'll fuck you up if you delete my character.
Or if I can't ever,
Are you
like,
joking? Are you crazy?
so many people would stop playing. Also, then it's like, you can't release, if they ever did a WoW 2.
Wait a second. This is very important. How important to you is your World of Warcraft account? Genuinely, no bullshit. Like, I know we meme games, video games, haha. How important to you is your World of Warcraft account? No bullshit.
I would be pretty upset if I lost. I mean, there's just so many. You know what it is? It's like, it would be like losing a friend or a brother.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. I would trip the fuck out.
It's the memories. It's the.
Wow, that
It's
music
so
is
many
getting
stuff.
loud out of nowhere. This is the most inconsistent music. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
love the
Kuzi,
WoW
you're
music.
right. World of StarCraft would probably be.
Shit.
Like, that would be the only way. You couldn't do.
They'd get my money.
If they do a new universe,
love
maybe. But
StarCraft.
if,
By the way, I've always been a sucker for sci-fi, and I've always
yeah, it's
wanted
just
to do
how
that.
do you
It's
make
just
combat
hard.
work in an MMORPG, like shooter MMO, like that you could do Destiny style, but who?
Yeah, but why don't they just
I
do
don't
it
want to
like?
play that.
I don't mind tab targeting.
And if you were to do a WoW 2, it's like you can't have all of the classes and specs that are in the game now at the start, right?
SWOTOR, that's crazy. Yeah, what's wrong with SWOTOR, bro? Nothing's wrong with SWOTOR. Problem with SWOTOR is like they just did not feed, like they didn't have the right developers on SWOTOR. They didn't. The base game itself of SWOTOR was good, but it was not designed to be an MMO first. It was designed to be an RPG first, right or wrong. Let's be real. They didn't have any in-game systems. They had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 raids. The end-game dungeons were cool, because I went through them actually recently. I thought they were really fun. But the end-game systems were bad. There was no competitive play
from
early
the start, yeah, SWOTOR it had a lack of end-game content. But, I mean, fuck, like vanilla SWOTOR's leveling is...
Peak for me.
It's up there with...
Classic for me.
Yeah, it's up there with everything.
Well, because everything is so impactful. Everything was difficult and had the best story out of any MMO, even World of Warcraft. I don't care any expansion ever.
You can't compare
Not even
WoW
close.
story with that. It was a story-driven game.
SWOTOR is the best off-brand MMO I ever played. Fact.
Yeah, no, Kuzi, you're right. Like that.
Yeah.
Early
man.
days SWOTOR
Ooh,
before they
that was
made
good.
the leveling shit, and it was just like you just blew through everything, and you only had to do main story.
Yeah.
When like everything was kind of difficult, it was fun.
I
man.
remember I made a Twi'lek Jedi Sentinel, my first character ever, and I remember it took me like a week to get, because I was younger too. I was what, 6th grade?
More than just
I think it was 6th grade, but
it was just taking your time to enjoy everything.
And I didn't know about the skip conversation thing, so I'm sitting there talking and I'm learning, I'm making decisions, I'm going light side, dark side, whatever. But then eventually, like, you're fighting this boss, and it took me a lot of tries to finally get him down. I finally got him, and I made my lightsaber. I was like, wow, this game is insane.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, insane. They killed it. They killed it. That was fun. Ultra was good. Wayside, what's going on, baby?
Yeah,
How's everyone doing in the chat? Yo, if you guys are in the chat, you want to be heard, man, you got to leave some comments. I want to hear you guys. I want to know who's here. I want to see the names, familiar faces. I see Canadian, Wayside, Kuzi, Max, Trojan, Dasher, Nestle, Crunch. I need some more people. We got Militize, Nabble. Yo, Nabble's back.
What a legend, bro.
What a gangster. I didn't even see your freaking comment. I'm sorry, buddy. I wiped on 8 Mask Galeria at 5%. Wow.
I'm down to hate visions. Yeah. That's rough.
Tough.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, by the way,
I gotta get my 8 masks
the
on.
Orgrimmar bosses are fucking hard.
Thrall is harder than Illyria.
Thrall is... Dude, no, all of them are very difficult
How do you...
compared to Stormwind.
I didn't understand with Thrall. How do you make it so you don't get silence for 10 seconds?
You have to... Like, those little yellow, like, orbs that...
You have to be
go
inside of
collect
it?
them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they... Usually, he'll, like... It's called Despair, I think. And there'll be yellow orbs that shoot out, and you have to go walk into them, and then it'll undespair.
Got it.
Stormwind's a joke. Yeah, Stormwind is significantly easier in my opinion. By the way, if you guys are a part of the guild or in-game, let the guild or people know that we are live to get everyone in here so we can start the show. We're about to start in the next couple minutes, just sort of winding into this a little bit.
Yeah, Max, to your point, when you're talking about how you want New World Combat, I think New World Combat for PvP is awesome. Yo, but it's pretty ass when it comes to PvE content, bro.
Here's the thing.
Pretty ass.
I agree. Because New World PvE was never good.
No.
It was never good. The combat for PvP was perfect in my opinion, but PvE was such a slog and it was so boring.
You liked New World PvE unironically, or thought it was ass?
No, PvE, he's talking about PvP. There's no way. Because I
PvP
remember
is great.
me and him memed on that shit so hard.
That's insane.
It's been nice just solo grinding delves and mask, focusing on alts. This reminds me every bit of Sunwell Isle and TBC times. Yo, by the way, guys, I did some major testing on on the 11.1.7 PTR today. That's fucking crazy, Trojan. I did some testing on 11.1.7 PTR, and I tested out the delves, the new Wrathy campaign, the Greedy Emissary, and the, what was the last? Oh, the Lore Walking. I did most of the content that's coming. And man, I gotta say, there's some good content coming. The delves in particular, though, is by far the highlight. I do have a couple things I would want to say about it and some concerns. But it's good overall, and I love it. I think it's great overall. I'm not sure how it's going to work heading into next season, because are you keeping all those talent points going into the new season? Like, I'm not sure. I really don't know. So, really interested to see how that works. You guys are ready for the 700 item level belt? I think it is 700. I know it's...
I think you can get it up to 700.
I think it's 4 per item level for quests. So it's like 4, 8, 12, or 16. I don't know. I'm not sure how many times, but every quest that you do for it is 4 item level, and Circe's was 3. So, interesting. Cool, though. But
before we get into the thing, one more thing.
Yeah.
Any City of Heroes on Saturday enjoyers in the chat?
Yo, by the way, guys, we are doing City of Heroes. I don't know if you guys remember that MMO. Let me go to the PC share. Let me try to pull this up real quick.
City of Heroes Community Night Saturday. We're going to be running sewers with whoever wants to be there. Start time, what, 9, 10 o'clock? Something like that? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let me... Oh my god,
this
is about to go fuck.
You're about to make everyone hype right now for City of Heroes Night?
Yo, wait up, guys. Really quick, let me just share the stream really quick. Hold up. Check this out. This is City of Heroes.
First appeared in Paragon City.
Make sure the audio's not too loud or low or whatever. Look at this. Oh, City of Heroes superhero MMO, baby. Oh, dude, that's epic.
This game always did sound effects so good, bro.
Best in the business.
A decade later, these brave heroes helped win a war.
Turn it up a little bit for you guys. What a chat. Oh, she's fucking people up.
Insane.
What a legend.
After the war, villains and heroes clashed in the streets.
You can tell it's such an early 2000s trailer, you know?
Yeah.
Is that game free? Yes.
Yeah, it's technically it's a private server we're going to be playing on. I mean, as many people who want to come, we're hoping to get as many as we can get, man. It's just a fun night to chill.
You got these fucking aliens that came down. Holy shit. Best character creator of all time. Bar none.
Yeah.
Is there a City of Villains trailer? I think there is.
Yeah, but
let me look it up.
You don't want to finish that one though?
Well, hold on, because I don't have much fucking time. I'm gonna sit here for. This was the best trailer. Not even close.
You're wrong. The one with Nickelback.
Is this not the one where? Wait, where's the one where they fight in that scene?
Where's the?
Is this it? Cinematic trailer?
Yeah. Where's the Nickelback one?
Oh, that's just someone making an edit.
Yeah, I love it though.
Not be allowed to retrieve the crystal of Seraphina.
Seraphina.
Oh shit! The villains are in their lair, right? And they see the heroes arriving.
Synapse, scout the building. Got you, Metacore. I'm all over it.
Yo, that's so sick. Got his speedster scout.
Oh, what?
Oh, this guy's epic.
Radiation blast.
Boom, bitch. Oh, that music is fucking fire.
Synapse?
Yeah, Trojan, I'm going Shadow Priest. I'm gonna make a Shadow controller for sure.
Yo, that's nuts.
Worry, statesman. I made certain you got a warm welcome.
Oh, yeah. Yo, they're about to go at it right now. The villains are here. That music is sick.
Yeah, it is. It's so early 2000s, right?
Yo, that music is fucking sick.
Shall we see who is truly cursed? Attack.
Teleportation archer? What?
I mean, how could you?
Oh, you're fucked.
Oh, shit.
Are you fucked? Yeah,
Oh.
here, he's fucked. Controller?
I mean, how do you beat someone who can do that?
He threw someone who's literally already knocked out at him. Knock this bitch out.
I love this.
This is awesome. I mean,
Yeah, it's so 2000, like early 2000s, right?
I mean, how cool is super strength? Just as simple as that. Like,
Now we finish this.
yeah, that's epic. That was fucking awesome. Absolute blast from the past, dude. Absolutely epic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to kick off the show, man. Let's get things going with the weekly cooldown. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to clash changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now, whether you missed a day or the whole week. Click that heartstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Yo, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, before we really dive into this, I want to ask you guys, do a quick favor. Jesus Christ. Favor, get us up on the second monitor for the Twitch, man. Hook us up. Get some viewers over there. We only got 2 people over there. You guys are going hard. Hellren's over there. Don't leave him alone, dude. Help us out. Get the second channel going. Help us fight the T-Ties over on Twitch. Let's get this going, though. First up and foremost, there was a brand new, I guess, a little sort of article and statements that went out about the UI and the future of everything, because they, were answering some questions and decided to dive a little bit even, deeper because it's been a pretty big topic the last, few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So after the announcement, like I just said, there was another interview regarding some of this stuff, and they wanted to clarify it on their timeline when it comes to all this and when it could possibly happen. As of right now, there's no target date for the changes. And by the way, this happens for the UI stuff, the DBM type stuff, all that stuff that we were talking about.
The reason they had to do this is because so many people were making videos acting like this is coming out next month.
Yeah.
So they have to come and clear it up, because a lot of content creators seem to not be able to understand and comprehend what they say in a lot of these interviews. So that's the reason for this.
Yeah. Do one of the two, lol. Your call. You just do whatever you want, bro. You're chilling. So yeah, as of right now, they did announce there's no timeline. They want to give. Let me make this a little bit bigger for me. Sorry. Let me do this as well. That should be fine. There's no intent to ban add-ons outright. They aim to minimize the impact on accessibility add-ons as much as possible. But one of the really, really big ones that really opened my eyes for me personally is that the goal is to make class mechanics more approachable, easier to understand without add-ons, and then they want WoW to remain challenging, but it's less about managing the subtleties of class mechanics and more about communication with players and interacting with encounters. So one of the big ones to go hand in hand was that there was one here that was really, really big. There's another guy. Oh yeah, this one right here. Add-ons are currently being used to analyze and solve combat and coordination mechanics better and faster than the unassisted player, resulting in a major disadvantage and exclusion for players unwilling to install, set up, or even maintain them. So if you don't do the work to maintain this and get it going, you're just going to get your ass whooped. And that's not fair. That's lame. Like, no one wants to do that. No one wants to have to set that all up. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, the difference between like what I'm able to do when I play on my laptop with no add-ons or my PC that has them all and my UI
Not
set
even
up,
close.
it's night and day.
Yeah.
It's night and day. Like I can't do a Mythic Plus. Can't really Mythic Plus on my laptop.
No, absolutely, and I agree. So once again, their intent is to level the playing field to make the game more approachable for all the players by reining in these capabilities while building up baseline functionality. So they're going to try to get this timeline going. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I would assume it's maybe a midnight forward thing, anywhere past that.
Maybe even last Titan.
Maybe. Eben, what's up, baby? How we doing? YouTube isn't up yet? What are you talking about? YouTube's up. You're memeing me. But it is what it is. Let me go to... There was another article here that I wanted to go through when it comes to the Dastardly duos. By the way, really quick, show of hands. How many of you guys are actually doing this content? No bullshit. No hopium. No shilling. What's like? How many of you are actually no bullshit doing Dastardly duos?
I unironically did it yesterday, and it wasn't. Everyone's acting like it's just not. Like it's terrible. It's not. It's pretty fun.
The thing is I don't think it's not fun. I just don't think there's enough rewards. There's no incentive to get people in there. I did a fair bit of it last night. It's pretty neat. Haven't looked at the duels at all so far.
You know what they
I did it.
done?
It's terrible. No bullshit.
No, they should have made some like like Thunderdome-esque, like Mad Max style transmogs to put in there. Even if it was just one set.
Sounds great. Anything else?
Something like that should have been put in there because it's just.
There's no
you get
rewards.
a podium.
That shit is lame.
I mean, no, the podium could be cool.
No,
but
it's not cool.
It's not cool enough. Like,
no.
I feel like it's such an obvious thing. Like, you put a Thunderdome Mad Max style transmog, that would make me do it, right? Like Road Warrior, leather straps and
right here?
spikes.
You see this?
I don't know.
This is me deflecting all the bullshit coming out of your mouth right here. It's terrible. Now listen. Do I think the mode could be fun? Yes, actually. I think the mode itself could be cool. But there is no rewards. There's no incentive for players to dive in there. Going in there to get some veteran or maybe if you're lucky champion loot, that's crazy. They should have at least have a weekly hero piece of loot. Minimum drop.
No, you're right.
And not only that, there should be some sort of transmog. Not for every armor type. It doesn't need to be
cosmetic
that. But just a cosmetic that you can acquire. Something. You're telling me you can't hire one person to quickly come up with,
or even
over 2-3 weeks, a fucking transmog set?
Some more trench coats. Because there's more trench coats in
Sounds
the
good.
files that haven't been released
So
yet.
the point is I think the idea could be fun. I like the idea. I like the high score thing. I like that you go in there with a couple people. I like that there's different strategies and different bosses and different things like that, mechanics. I think that's cool. But 0 rewards and 0 incentive to go in there is a big no-no in my opinion. Case in point is these are the rewards. You get the podium thing. All right, cool. You get a pet, sure. Which I hate to say it, that's a reskin of one of the old Warlords Uranor pets. This guy's cool. This guy's cool. I'll give you this. I like that on the PTR when I got it. But other than that, yeah, I mean, you know, we're out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is this? A black what? Oh yeah, I mean those are reskins in a way. So when it comes to rewards and incentives, I'm a huge Blizzard chill right now. I love Blizzard. I think they're doing a lot of really good. This was not one of them. When it comes to 11.1.7, today I did a absolute shit ton of testing on the PTR. And we did just get it announced just the other day that the release date, like Lance predicted, I think this is the 5th or 6th prediction in a row, that's correct. It is on June 17th. He's following the 8-week cadence thing,
I mean,
and
at this point, it's not even a prediction anymore.
Now it's just gonna happen.
They're just on time. Every single, like we can almost map out the rest of the expansion.
Yeah.
To the point where you could almost map out when Midnight's coming out just by going 8 weeks.
Yeah, so. No. It's very, very true. So, I don't know if I charge in there before the tank gets a hold of the elite, like one shots. Oh, yeah, no. You can die in Dastardly duels for sure if you do some stupid shit. Absolutely. Like, trust me and Lance did stuff like that, and you'll get your ass whooped. Some people play for mounts and mogs, pets and such. Others play for gears, so they should have both options. They should have just one. How about one option? Because they don't have either in there right now.
Champion loot, just it's pretty tough when they just gave us
Champion
Nightfall that gives
is
Champion.
crazy. And that's why one of my bigger arguments for the Dastardly Duos was, why didn't they just release it right at the start of the 11.1.5 then? What was the purpose of releasing it yesterday? It's going to give Champion gear. Why? It just makes no sense. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, June 17th is the 11.1.7. Listen, there's some good content here. I played it today. There's some really good shit. The biggest highlights are by far the lore walking with Lore Walker Cho. I did the Arthas one and I did the Xalatath one. Both are really cool. They're about 45 minutes long. Really, really, really cool stuff. And anytime during the interaction, you can go to Lore Walker Cho. You can talk to him. He'll show you a list of cinematics that you can pick out to sort of watch and learn and understand what's going on. It's very straightforward. It's strictly story, and they're teaching you about it. And this is a great, great, great thing that I don't know if any MMOs are really focusing on, like when it comes to post-releasing that content. Like, hey, we'll give you a reward. You can go learn the story as well. Win-win from both people. I will say, though, the rewards, once again, I personally don't care because I think the lore walking and the story of it is just cool in general to understand. But for most players, in order to get them to, you know, dive into something that they spend countless hours creating, you got to give them some incentive, right, Lance?
Yeah, but you know what you can do? You could do those as you're leveling and get XP.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could do that starting at level 10, and you'll get XP for your character. So, I mean, you know, you do it on a character that's leveling, there you go, now it's worth it.
Okay. I didn't know that. Necro, holy shit, what's going on, baby? How we doing?
But I'll say this, right? And what I think is pretty cool, for me, the story enough and seeing the lore implications, and also it kind of gives you hints of where they're going, right? And what types of stories they want to tell, or maybe who they want to start involving. You know, the lore walking's interesting for that, and it's kind of priming us, right? Like they're adding in the ethereal one.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. We know what's going on there.
It's very obvious, where this is heading.
Yeah, they're giving us hints of, you know, what Xalatath is, her true nature.
Yeah.
I think the only one that doesn't maybe have direct lore implications is obviously the Arthas one, but it's just so badass that you throw it in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Back to the Wowhead article 11.1.7. The lore walking is a very, very big one. It's a highlight. It's very cool. And once again, this is something that could potentially be evergreen, and they can have just a team working on this consistently. And eventually, they can have it to where the list is stacked so goddamn high with story things. There could be things from Classic. There can be things from TBC, Wrath, Kata, Ma, anything. You can handpick any expansion. There's great story in any expansion that I don't know about even. Yeah. So, like, why not? Why not go through there, dive through it, and funnel people through those quest lines and very specific things, but shorten them like they did with the lore walking, and have you understand everything. They did a great job.
I think that it would be such a huge W for people to learn the story.
Absolutely.
And maybe know a little bit more about what they're talking about instead of just shitting on it when they don't know shit.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if every 0.5 and 0.7 patch, they add 3 more to the lore walking.
Yeah.
3 more. And a few years from now, like you said, you could have a bunch of 20 different options.
Yeah, they can have a mountain.
And then you could also, they could keep adding ones that pertain to the story that's happening, right?
Yeah.
So that people can kind of get caught up and understand what's going on. I really hope it does well, because I hope they implement and keep doing it.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. Once again, the reward situation, a little bit iffy right now, and I know that's sort of like something that can be done later on, and it could always be...
Oh, what does it give?
Toy.
A toy and learning the lore? I think I'm good with it.
Sure, you are.
Maybe if you complete all of them, they should give like
Let's ask someone like Kuzi or Max or Trojan.
But not everything has to be for everyone.
Okay, so
if they don't care about the story, that's fine.
Yeah, but the problem is if there's not some sort of incentive, even in a little bit, they're using resources on making content that most of the player base won't even dive into, and then saying, "Hey, this is a major
player base.
This is a feature."
I think most of the player base is gonna do this and enjoy it.
You think most will do it and enjoy it?
Yeah. The people, if you have to incentivize them to learn the story to get gear, then they don't care about the story anyway, and you're never gonna get them.
No, I'm not talking about gear. I'm talking about just even cosmetics. Like, what about just raw cosmetics? Like,
I mean, sure, yeah, you could give a little transmog piece.
or a pet. A toy? A toy is the last thing that's cool in World of Warcraft.
No, there's people who collect all the toys.
Sure, 1% of people, maybe less.
Yeah, but it's not... You're not going to get the people who only care about... Obviously, the people who only care about gear and progression, yeah, they're not going to care about this anyway. You're never going to get them.
And I get that. I know not everything has to be about power. But if it's not about power and it's not about cosmetic, those are the two major avenues of World of Warcraft. Power, cosmetic. And then lore. Like... So if lore is third, and they're using resources on the third place spot only, it's inefficient, in my opinion. Either way, my point is I like the mode. I think it's cool. I will absolutely do every single one they come out with. Like, I just wish they had maybe one cosmetic per lore chapter. If it's from, like, for example, Arthas, maybe
actually,
a cool cape that represents something he was wearing.
If you do the Xalatath thing, aren't they giving you like a toy Xalatath dagger?
No, but not a dagger to hold. It's her voice when you kill things back in Legion.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
100%.
The Wrath of the Lich King one is you have a toy where you turn into, like Arthas without the helmet.
That's cool enough. That's definitely cool enough.
I guess. I don't know. That's all subjective. My point is, I just wish there was one cosmetic.
I mean, being
piece,
able to look
be...
like Arthas is cool enough.
Okay.
I mean, that's cosmetic.
I guess. A 10-minute
Imagine
cosmetic.
If you're a Death Knight or a Paladin, I would want to look like Arthas without a helmet.
I don't know, like... I don't know. I would rather, like, have the cape where it goes across your chest and then around your back like he's actually wearing in the thing. Or maybe a hammer or a shoulder. Like, just, I don't know, whatever.
Being able to turn into Arthas is... I think that's a cool enough thing to make people want to do it.
Anyways, going back to the point of cosmetics and more rewards, the Arathi Highlands campaign. Once again, I thought the Arathi Highlands campaign, 11.1.7, I tested it out today. I thought it was really cool.
Wait, you didn't think it was toothless like Belluar?
Alright, whatever. I thought it was cool as shit. I thought it was cool. Belluar is going to do a video where he loves something, and then he's going to do a video where he hates something next week. He's a genius at engaging that stuff.
Habard, Trojan, 100%.
So, here are the rewards. Now, both the well, alright, hold on. The Alliance one is phenomenal. I don't know if I have the rewards. WoW, Arathi, Highlands, campaign, rewards. Is there like a tabard? I just want to see it. Do we have... Fuck off. So that's the Alliance one. They chose the worst
model to show this shit on.
They showed on a fucking undead,
really,
bro.
On an undead.
You're so...
What a genius.
Brain dead. It's crazy, bro.
Wow, whoever wrote
You're
that guide
absolutely insane.
Now,
I like the shoulders. The shoulders are kind of cool.
Those are badass.
This is an insane tabard.
Yeah,
it's insane. It's easily over a 9. So very, very good. The shoulders are cool as well. And then, you know, horns.
It's just so
generic. Very generic. Once again, I think these are fine. Personally, I like them.
If I was Alliance, I would do it just for that.
I just wish there was maybe some sort of vendor like they did with the Nightfall event. Maybe a vendor for something. Just something. I would have really liked that. A basic set. Even if it's like citizen gear. You know, something. Because at the end of the day, once again, these campaigns, about 45 minutes, and you're done. You will not be back again. So, one and done on that. One and done on the...
Maybe one and done is, you know, seeing it for the people who care to see it. I think it's fine.
Sure.
That, you get your tabard, you get your shoulders, you're on your way. You don't ever have to think about it again.
My problem that I'm scared of is one and dones are a little scary in an MMO. This isn't a single player game.
Ebonheart, they actually do that, by the way.
Added a feature at retail called Returning Player, where if you haven't logged in over 90 days, it helps you reset your quest.
I don't know if it's 90 days, but they do something just like that.
Yeah, where they give you a set of gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they give you some shit. Gammon will save us. But one and dones are a little scary to me in an MMO because 45 minutes of the campaign, and then about max 2 hours for those 3 lore walking stories. So that's 3 hours of content in the 0.7 so far from these 2 major features. Now, I will say something that they really dug deep into that can take a good amount of time to max out is the overcharged delves. These are by far the highlight of the patch. If you don't like delves, that sucks, because this is big. I think for the most part, this is good, and they're doing a lot of really good things for the delves here. I like the belt. I like that you can grind it out, and there's other things you can farm out. I think it's really cool. I think there's a nice little progression. There's the talent tree that makes you stronger in delves. And a lot of them in there they're really strong talents. Like, one of them's like, you just get like flat, like 15% more damage or something. Another one's like 30% movement speed. Another one's like, if you get below 30% health, you get like a 30% health shield or something, or some shit. So like, there's some really nice power there. Also, tier 11 delves, and listen up very carefully, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 11 delves will now give 10 gildeds instead of 7. So pretty much, if you run your 3 tier 11 delves and you use the treasure map, you get 50 gilded crests. That is
in a week.
Insane.
Yeah.
In probably like an hour and some change.
I mean, that's
50.
got to be,
that
unless
is
you have a very
huge.
good group, that's got to be the fastest way to get 50.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
That is fast as shit. Not only that, it's fun. You get the Titan discs. You can get the 10, no shot. We get 50. Yeah, no, that's a lot. 50 is a good amount, bro. So it's really, really cool. I think the idea of this is really awesome. I think them progressing and advancing delves is good as well. Talk to me.
That's the most exciting thing, is that they're trying some shit with delves, and you could tell that they want to keep implementing on them. They probably realize the amount of people that are doing them, and they're like, okay, like, they've tried something every single patch so far. They added more gildeds here. They did this. They did that. They did the treasure map. So, like, they're doing things to kind of keep iterating on them, and it makes me excited to see what happens in Midnight.
Yeah.
Speaking of Midnight, Eben, I know you said that you were interested in them doing like a Cataclysm revamp of the world. I mean, we are going back to Kel'Thalas in Midnight, so we're definitely getting at least a revamp of that zone, and who knows, maybe the whole top of the Eastern Kingdoms.
That would be pretty cool. I
mean,
think it'd be about time.
Imagine how beautiful the new team would do that.
They would go.
Imagine,
I don't know how. That's a lot of work. But
if they're not gonna announce, they're not gonna say we're going back there if they're not doing something crazy.
But it would be epic for sure.
I mean, it's some of the best zones ever made.
By the way, guys, show some love over on Twitch. At the end, we're gonna raid somebody. If you guys can get a second monitor going, a second tab, whatever the case may be, help us out over on Twitch. I want to get that up to like 15, 20 viewers on Twitch, please, if you guys can. Overall, though, delves are very big.
Yeah.
They know that this was the first iteration, and just from what we've seen since the launch of the War Within, delves have changed drastically for the better.
Yeah.
From anything past tier 8 is now valuable. Oh, now tier 11s are really good. Maybe they'll do more shit after that. I don't know. But overall, delves have been making significant leaps and bounds, and by the time we're at Midnight, I'm sure they're going to update it, by the way, next season. I'm sure we're going to get some additional updates and changes and shit like that.
The cool thing about delves is that you could play them how you want to play them.
Yeah.
If you want to do it solo, great. If you want to bring in friends, great. If you want to bring in your friend who's terrible at the game, you could carry them.
True.
And you could just, it has almost like, and at least, you know, now we've done all these delves a million times, but at least at the start of the expansion, it had that, not like I'm overstepping, but like a classic WoW feel where it's like, you could bring in and just kind of enjoy it and explore these things and get all the treasure chests and all this shit.
Well, you have to understand, there's also so much content. There's 3 different stories for each delve, and I think there's 2 or 3 delves in each zone. So maybe 12 to 15 different delves times 3, 45, and then plus this patch added a couple, and then the Indie Undermine. So you have 50 plus variants.
Yeah.
That's fucking a lot.
Well, they've kind of felt more like old school dungeons more than dungeons have felt in since
100%.
Legion.
100%.
Like, they felt like a real dungeon where you could go
Yeah.
and explore, and there's nooks and crannies, and it's not just like we're designing this to be sped run and for there to just be an efficient route, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
there's little areas, and it's just cool.
I agree.
I think they're awesome.
Additionally, the single button assistant is coming. I mean, we all know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Max, get it ready. Slip into the turbulent time lays. This is great. I'm gonna be abusing the shit out of this the second this goes live. I've been dying to level up a Shadow Priest.
You also want that dragon with that pirate cap, right?
Sure, yeah. Cosmetics. That's awesome. That's fun. I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna level up the hunter, and then I will officially have every single class in the game leveled up. So it'd be really, really great for making content. So I desperately need that. I want to save as much time as possible. You combine that with the data mined. What was the recent XP event called? The recent one that just happened with the potions where they would drop.
Oh, the Winds of Mysterious
Yeah,
Fortune.
that's data mined to potentially come in 0.7 as well. So you combine that together plus Turbulent. Holy shit. Yeah, you're going to level up very, very fast. There's going to be some world record stuff there. So very cool. Also, you get the really cool dragon if you
You got to
do your
do
thing.
you got to do the event 4 times during the 6 weeks. You got to complete 4.
Here.
Yeah.
Here. And then the Greedy Emissary. This was really cool because I'll tell you what, Lance, I did the event 1 time
Yeah.
and I pretty much have enough for a full set of armor. And that took about 15 minutes.
Cool. Good enough for me.
Anything else?
Nope.
Remember how shit it was during the anniversary event? How you had to grind
Yep.
for like 2 weeks?
Yep.
Maybe more?
Yep.
That shit was horrible.
Yep.
And guess what?
1 week. Well, your first one was like 2 weeks, though. To be fair, they did get cheaper every time. I was able to get multiple
Okay.
of them in a day at the end. I almost collected all of them with like barely playing.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a big turnoff.
Whatever.
But anyways, these sets are absolutely amazing. There's so many good ones.
Hunter one's good.
That Hunter one's crazy. The Death Knight one's good. The Mage one is good. I mean, this is obviously good. The Shaman one's good. Nah, they're all good. I don't know what to tell you.
Too bad the Evokers will never see that.
I don't think there's
beautiful
one
set.
bad one. Is that a Priest one?
Yeah, that's the priest.
Not bad. Druid one is phenomenal. Look at the Warrior one. Holy shit. Demon Hunter's not bad.
The rogue is nice.
Rogue is nice. Warlock is nice. They're all good. I don't know what to tell you. So, good cosmetic opportunity there. Turbulent Time Ways is good. The new Delve, fucking, what is it? Overcharged Delves. I think that's really fun. I think they're going to expand and test with this and potentially do something like maybe a progressive talent tree, sort of like they did in Legion with your artifact, like hero artifact weapon. And then you progress through it, like throughout the expansion. Like, I would see that happening for, like, Midnight, where they would have, like, almost like a Delve talent tree to progress through.
Oh, just to make you stronger in Delves.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, throughout the expansion of Delves, I feel like that would be really cool. Where it's pretty straightforward in getting it all filled out, but then hitting that min-max threshold point, it eventually ramps up similar to like what they did with the artifact weapons. But overall, this patch it's bigger than the 0.5 patch in my opinion. I think there's a lot of good stuff here.
I like it.
So one thing else that was very interesting, another major bonus of what they did this patch, another win that no one really talks about, the turbo boost idea. The turbo boost was phenomenal for the state of the game. Do you want to talk about maybe why a little bit, about what it did? At this point?
Well, it made...
Hold on, I'll show you right here. Here. Can you tell me when the turbo boost arrived?
Yeah, it's pretty clear. it made everyone want to go in there and grind Mythic Plus to max out that item level, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously that wasn't, it wasn't going to sustainably keep people doing Mythic Plus forever because you eventually you get all the gildeds you need and you're done.
Yeah. I mean, it got to the point, for example, for my Warlock, I got so much gildeds, it was crazy. Fallen Hammer, what's up, buddy? First time chatter, welcome to the stream, baby. Yo, by the way, if you guys want to show some love on Twitch tonight, show some love, dude. Get the second monitor going. Help us get some viewers over on there. We're trying to compete with some ladies over there because everyone knows they like to just sit there and or watch a woman.
Political streamers.
Or those guys. So yeah, continue with what you were saying and your point.
Yeah, no, it was very obvious when you think about it. It's just such a good idea to incentivize people to come back. Hey guys, we're going to let you get a shit ton of power.
Yeah.
In the middle of a season. It's pretty much over. The only people playing are the diehards. Screw it. Let's let you guys be powerful. So they did that. but that's not sustainably going to keep people playing forever. So obviously it did die down a little bit. No big deal. But yeah, I think it's great, right?
No, it's, I mean, look what it did. Look what it did to the population. I mean, we have the first week here. We're getting some minor advances. Some Nightfall, you could see some stuff was released here as well. And then you go down a little bit, and then bam, a massive, massive spike. There was a 2-week period where everyone heard about the Turbo event coming. So everyone was like, okay, let's just wait. Why would I sit here and grind shit out when I can wait? Viewer 47, what's going on, baby? First time chatter. And then they released it, and it shot up a massive, massive amount. We're talking about 400,000 runs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Actually, yeah, no, 400,000. That's fucking crazy. That is a lot of extra runs in 1 week.
Yeah, that's a lot of runs.
And, yeah, no, it's a very big deal. So I think that's another learning lesson of theirs. I think they'll do that again next 0.5 patch of the midway point of the season.
You have to think, for me personally, I like it, but I've seen some people say it kind of almost invalidates, like, what's the point of doing anything early on? Right?
Well, this is week 11.
Yeah.
11 weeks. That's 2 months after. I think that's a great point to add something like that.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it is. I think it's a great point.
The only people playing are the people who are...
World first shit is like it only matters up until like here.
Week 3. By the time week 3 happens, it's done.
3, 4, it don't even happen. I bought 6 VPNs to add views. That's
Thanks.
insane.
You know what? We needed that.
About time,
Trojan,
thank God.
You're a legend.
Thank God. I gotta pay my bill. Oh my God. You're alive, Gene. Yo, Gene, by the way, I was just, you know what's funny? I don't know if you remember. Thank you, by the way, for the 20. You did not have to do that. That's crazy. But I was just wearing your shirt the other night, and it was so funny, dude. Oh my God. The one you sent me a long time ago. I don't know if you remember the Halloween themed one. That shit was funny, bro. Yo, thank you. I hope everything's good. I hope the little man's good. I hope you're healthy and everything's good. You do not have to donate $20. That's crazy. Thank you, by the way. We are about to hit 80K. You're an absolutely freaking Chad human being.
80K. Thank you, Gene.
Love you, buddy. For real.
Guys, let's get some ones in the chat for Gene, please.
Yeah, actually. Big ones in the chat, guys. Show some love, dude. Absolutely insane. He's been here forever showing me love, man. What a beast. Thanks, buddy. We on the right side of the dirt, and Jesus, man. Nice, dude. I love you, buddy. Yeah, you go. Do your thing. Hope the little... How's the little one, dude? Is he good? Is everything good? Awesome. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate the love. Thank you, Gene. Comeback kid of the day, man. So cool. Showing love like that. Love it. You love to see it. You love to see it, dude. Big donos. Where's that boy Lance? Dude, he just went to the bathroom. That's crazy timing. But yeah, dude, you guys could see when they added the turbocharged event. Right there is that spike, and it was great for the population. It did a lot of good. It kept people, you know, it brought some people back. It let them go back into Mythic Plus and enjoy it more consistently. You get gear and stuff. So it was really good. And then like we spoke about, the Winds of Mysterious Fortune might be coming back next patch, so you add that with the Turbulent Time Ways. I don't know if you guys remember, the 20% XP buff plus the potions is ridiculous. Little Hammer is slaying it. She's enjoying herself. Oh, appreciate. Oh, I don't know why. I thought it was a boy. I'm terrible. Jesus. Am I crazy, or was that a grandson of yours or something? Anyways, either way, that's so freaking cool, man. Here's a big one for the 20. Yo, shout out to Nestle for the gifted member, dude. Or the member. Oh, shit, Nestle. Yo, shout out to you. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the love, man. Insane, dude. But we're about to move on to the next segment right now, guys. So, get ready whenever Lance gets out here. Random gear was fun with the wins. I thought so, too. I thought that was a pretty cool event. Let me continue here. Oh, dude, this is about to get wild with the form freakout. Hope you guys are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, time to dive into probably everyone's favorite segment of the night, form freakout, baby. All right, it's time for the form freakout, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the freakout. Let's get into it.
Boom! We have a great
Oh, snap.
first form freakout. First off, before we get into this, guys, we had a couple of comments on our short that we posted. You just killed their ears. A couple of comments on our short we posted on one of our last forum freakouts where people thought we were bullying these people on the forums. I want to make it very clear. We are not bullying people.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
we are blasting them on social media and making fun of them. So if that counts as bullying, I guess that's bullying. I don't know. Is publicly making fun of them bullying? I guess so. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess we're going to get right into it.
Crazy. These are the wacko people segments. That's what we call this. I don't know why it just changed.
Also,
that.
real
So
quick,
weird.
before we get into it, I will say this. Guys, the Comeback Kids management is in the chat. Let's get some huge ones for Lonzy. Also, Alonzo, I'm formally inviting you, which means you have to be there now, you son of a bitch. Saturday night, City of Heroes, community night. Your ass better be there. Hey.
Yikes.
All
That's
right.
insane. I gotta be on my longest sub run in a while with the Comeback Kids and War Within, plus the need to collect traders post. Oh man, I didn't even do the traders this week. The trading post. I didn't even do that. Jesus.
Yeah, I got some nice stuff.
But here we go, man. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No, Star is the management. Shit, she manages me. As long as she manages me, we'll stay alive, right? Okay, here we go. First one. Why I'm canceling my subscription for World of Warcraft. Here we go, guys. Oh, shit. Time, and more time. Every single bit of new content in this game seems to come with aggressive time gating. This only proves to me that the people at Blizzard have no idea what they're doing. Time gating only works to artificially inflate numbers temporarily. It will make numbers look good, but will make players unhappy, which inevitably will make players stop playing altogether. If I'm paying you money every month, I should be able to play this game however I want, whenever I want, in whatever way I want. You deliver a monthly service and then make players sign in and do some bullcrap every single day for every piece of content you introduce to the game. It's hilariously greedy. I'm no longer putting up with it.
Yeah, you could just stop reading the rest of it. Here's the thing. Don't be wrong, they have done some time gating, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and that's, by the way, that's it. Gandalf is right.
Holy big cheese.
They have done some time gating, like the Vision talent tree was time gated, so like you couldn't get as powerful.
I'll admit.
Yeah, that's time gating. What else? I guess now these dastardly do, but not even really. They're just releasing all the bosses at separate times, and they're doing a weekly quest. Whatever, that's not even a big deal. People keep using, I think, the word time gating wrong.
Yeah.
Them releasing content at separate times and not at the that's not time gating. That's just them changing the release cadence.
Yes.
Right? So like using that word, it's cool that you're getting it like as a buzzword from other creators who kind of like grift negativity on the game. It's not actually time gating. Like, let's be real about what it is.
Time gating is what they did with the Horrific Visions.
Yeah.
That was bullshit. I didn't like it. I didn't agree with it. I was hoping they didn't do it, but they did it. They withheld the amount of power and progression you can progress through the content once it's live. That is the definition of time gating.
Yes.
Changing the content release cadence and adding more content in a patch overall, that's not time gating. Like, they're steady, like, releasing content rather than be all at once. You know what I mean? So personally, I don't agree. To me, that's not what time gating is. This guy goes, all right, have a good one. I recommend playing more single player games than have all the content in them at the start and are not online. I mean, I agree. Can I have your stuff?
By the way, it's always a question asked.
Yo, it's hardly that. I play numerous other titles that have updates for their content and let you play through them on whatever you want at whatever pace you want to. Why shouldn't you be able to play as the way you like? WoW is just disrespectful of my time in ways that no other game I've paid for before has ever been. It's not a single player versus multiplayer thing at all.
I mean, yeah, Canadians, right. They could go back to only releasing content every 6 months.
Yeah, that's terrible. Please, no, please.
Do you not remember how pissed people...
Bro,
actually, people just quit the game.
Everyone
quit.
The longest... Yo, ladies and gentlemen, be honest here. This is the longest I've played an expansion...
Steady through.
Ever.
Like,
ever.
No breaks,
it even
no
beat
nothing.
Classic WoW.
The Classic's
When
a
I played
little
Classic.
unfair because of the fact that COVID hit, and it's like, you just had nothing else to do.
Yeah, but it
little bit
still
different.
beat that time period for me.
At the launch, okay, you played for... Yeah, I mean,
It beat it.
depends. I mean, I definitely played like...
Do you know how long the War Within's been
29.
out? And we've been playing retail?
Yeah, it's almost a year now.
We're about 9-10 months in.
Yeah.
Straight. Not taking a break of
Yeah, I
playing
guess
retail.
No break at it, yeah.
So the pre-patch to now has been about 8, 9, 10 months. That's a long time to play one video game. People act like you need to be sub 12 months a year. Skip 3 or 4 months and play the catch-up version.
Well, there's that, but then also people will sit here and play the game 12, 13 hours a day and then be upset when they have nothing to do.
I don't know. To me, it's very weird. I would too, but gotta stick with the homies for raid nights. That's crazy. It's not like you're wrong. Blizzard just doesn't get it. The more you try to control the populace, the more will leave. It's not rocket science, but I'm sure Blizzard isn't really working with the brightest. Okay. I love when people say that. Like, ladies and gentlemen, has a broke person ever gone up to you and said, you clearly don't know what you're doing with your business? Or has a single, like,
Not even
person...
just someone who's
hold
never
on.
made a game.
This is important. Has a single person that's not in a relationship, that's not good in relationships, tried to give you advice on your relationship, or a person that doesn't really make money or have much try to give you advice on your job or this and that? It's like, how can you do that and sit here and try to make all these crazy accusations that they have no idea what they're doing? They're lost. No one cares about anything. They're the #1 MMO of all time for the last 20 years. Yes, Final Fantasy beat them for a little second, but then WoW came back and Final Fantasy's dead. Like, yeah, but you know what I mean, compared to WoW. Like, it's not even close. I can't stand when people do that shit. Like, I can't stand it. Blizzard doesn't get it. It's not rocket science. You're gonna say it's not rocket science? You're level 17, Joda, in retail WoW, wearing a Westfall robe.
It's actually a classic WoW character, by the way.
Even worse.
He's not even playing the
Heroes
game,
of Azeroth. You're the hero of fucking Northshire Abbey. You don't know anything. Hero of Azeroth. You're level 17 wearing a Westfall robe.
I like how every time we do Forum Freakout, you become Hollywood Hogan's guy.
I just don't like that. I don't like when people pick on people. I don't like that. And if you pick on people, I'm gonna pick on your ass.
I wish
he's a hero, man. Show some respect. That's crazy.
I just wish that I don't know. It just seems like the loudest people in the WoW community are the people who know the least. Not saying I know a bunch, but like, I don't know. Every time we get any comments, it's just people who seem to not know anything about the game. We'll just say, like, actually, for instance, I was arguing with someone in our comments today. He was saying how Beast Mastery is not the easiest spec in the game, and how it's hard.
Ask the community what they think of that.
Guys, do you think Beast Mastery is the easiest spec in the game? Because I was arguing with
yes or
this
no.
guy.
Simple question. Yes or no. Is Beast Mastery the easiest spec to play in World of Warcraft?
I was going back and forth, and he kept commenting. And then, after about 20 comments, he goes, well, it was like 3. But he goes,
that's crazy.
The last time I played the game was Cataclysm.
Oh my god. Wait, the guy complaining that you were wrong said he hasn't even played since Cata?
Yeah.
How old is Cata? That's like fucking 15 years. 10 years.
Cataclysm is...
Yeah, that's like 2010.
Like
11.
Probably 15 years by
now.
Yeah. But he hadn't played since Cata, and he was telling me I'm wrong.
You're cooked. This guy's
I don't know what I'm talking about. He said, I gotta prove another content creator wrong, he said. But he hasn't played the game since Cataclysm.
I gotta get back on. Time for me to do my job and prove this creator wrong.
I don't know, man. And
that's crazy.
I swear, I'm gonna be honest with you. I swear to God.
Nah, listen, I play both BM and Ret. Ret has some interesting little things that you can really do to really boost up the damage. BM, I shit you not, 3 to 4 buttons. I'm not even joking. I'm so serious right now. Not a joke. Multi-shot for Beast Cleave, kill command, barb shot.
Oh,
fuck
Cobra shot.
All right. What I'm saying, 3 to 4 buttons.
You forgot Cobra.
Still not as bad as Legion time gating. I swear to God. That's crazy. I don't know, dude. Listen, if you aren't happy with the state of the game, and I'm not trying to sound like that asshole, give it a break. Like, chill. So many. I feel like the biggest problem with WoW players is they beat a horse dead. They beat it numb. I love my buddy Max, but he's been playing 6 to 10 hours a day for the last month. And now he's burnt out of WoW, talking about how this patch is terrible. Then why'd you play 900 hours this month, Max?
And I'm going to be honest with you.
God damn it.
I love Max to death. But he does do this to himself every game we play. He can't overdo it and then blame the game.
You just gotta breathe. Everyone just gotta chill.
Maybe it's because I don't really ever get to play.
Just gotta
but every time I log in, I have a fucking blast.
Dude, I have so much to do every time I log in.
Yeah.
Every time.
I enjoy my time.
And that's just on one character. Come on. Let's be real. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Welcome to the forum Freakout. Why I don't want to see other players in the open world in my MMORPG. Oh, yeah.
You want to take this one or me?
Oh, no, I got it. Oh, my God. How long is this post? Holy fuck, Lance. You got to give me a chat GBT summary.
Don't read the whole thing.
Lance! What am I supposed to...
Hey.
Wait, how long is this, Lance?
Don't read the whole thing. Just read the gist.
Yo, I need a summary. Let me go to...
No, just... No,
Hold
because
on,
you gotta
guys.
get the essence of what he's actually saying.
I am. I'm gonna get the essence. I'm gonna show it on stream.
Yikes.
Ready? Chat GPT. Come on, fuckers. Don't sit here and tell me you don't do this. OpenAI?
That's it. You're good.
Summarize this. Will it work? Oh. What just happened?
Your chat GBT is weak.
Oh, shit.
Unlike mine.
Summarize this.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. Here we go, chat. I asked them to summarize this. The author expresses frustration with how encountering other players in WoW's open world often worsens the gameplay experience, particularly in questing, gathering, and crowded areas. They argue that World of Warcraft, WoW, has regressed in quality... WoW has regressed in quality of life features that once made shared content more bearable or even enjoyable. Modern quest design often ignores...
Okay. I mean, I don't think so.
This guy's fried. Not enough mobs spawn? What? That's not true. This ain't classic, bro.
You could also just hit the same mob as someone else. You know when I'm leveling a new...
Outdated mechanics cause nodes to despawn mid-gathering. That's not true.
I mean, I'm sure it could happen.
Yeah, but...
I don't know.
Do you know how very rarely that's happened to me?
I think the only time that would happen
maybe
is if,
once or twice. Ever.
You know, 4 or 5 people have already tapped the thing.
High player areas like Stormwind or large event cause... I will say... Hold on, wait. I'll give him that.
That's true.
I'll give him that.
Hold on. Anyone talking about lag when a lot of people get around?
I'll give him that.
Right.
Retail WoW is absolute dog shit. World of Warcraft in general has always been dog shit when it comes to lag with high populated areas.
Called that spaghetti code, boy.
For sure, 100%. Hats off to you, buddy. Closing thoughts. The frustration isn't about being antisocial. It's about bad game design making other players a hindrance rather than a positive part of the MMO experience. Final Fantasy XIV is mentioned as a model that handles these issues far better.
Okay.
That's funny. That's why that game is fucking dead in the dirt. It's dead in the dirt. That game's dead in the dirt. Who plays Final Fantasy XIV right now?
Well, they're going through a tough expansion right now.
Yeah, they can ligma.
You know?
You ever heard of Eatma? That person has no idea how bad it used to be. I remember in Wrath you were questing with... Oh my god. Not sharing mobs on a tag is diabolical in 2025. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry, it is. It sounds like you need to play a solo player game. Yeah, what the fuck? Why doesn't he just go play a private server? Or why doesn't he just play on the PTR? He literally can. And progress. Imagine playing WoW to play solo. So many better solo... There's a million solo player games out there that are way better. Have you ever heard of D's? That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
stuck on D's nuts.
There's a lot of MMORPGs that are better solo. Like, go play SWTOR. It's really good solo.
I've tried it, but got bored by like level 12. Yikes. I'll see you later. My thumb hurts now.
I'm scrolling down.
Holy shit. Would you be for the game? Would you be for the game making harder mobs while reducing the requirements? Like mobs taking longer to die, but instead of having to kill 12, you just have to kill 4? What the fuck?
What's the point of that?
I read most of it. My comments summed it up perfectly. Rather than asking for changes that would affect millions of people, maybe you should try playing something where you're the main and only character.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, what a sense of entitlement to say this MMO needs to
play
change.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
What a sense of entitlement to sit here and say the entire MMO of World of Warcraft needs to change and needs to be more single player based because mob tagging is a problem. You're cooked.
With that being said, I would love a solo RPG in Azeroth. Would be sick though.
Oh, I got something great for you later down the line in the gaming forecast.
You don't have anything for me.
Oh, yes, I do.
You don't
Big
have,
surprise.
You don't have nothing.
Help me love playing WoW again. Oh my god. Send help, ladies and gentlemen.
These are good ones, I know. Listen. The form never disappoints. Can
I move this over? I feel like it's so far to the right. If I can.
What are you doing? Dude.
Bro, I literally don't know what that just did.
You did split screen. Your Google.
I can't see.
Your Opera GX skills are very not good.
I literally can't see that far away.
Holy.
I can't see. I'm sorry.
God.
Take it easy. Do you know how far it is? Settle down with your
I'm
hands are
dead.
just chilling. You're like this. Look,
I'm
ready?
dead.
Let's be Lance, guys.
I'm dead, dude. You killed me. Dead.
Bree, 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 bree.
Wasn't I supposed to have another co-host today?
That's fucking crazy. Has glasses and still can't see.
Insane. It's true.
Deadass, have never seen you comment before. Because I would have remembered that sloth any day of the week.
It's crazy.
Okay. Help me love playing WoW again. Can I, once again, the idea here...
You know, if you could just zoom in.
No, it's because you don't understand. It goes too far to the left.
Ah.
I want to try to make it a bit bigger, but there you go. That could help a little bit. There you go. That's better. Way better. Oh my god. Here's how I'm currently feeling about the game. Is my perspective or attitude wrong? Please let me know if you have any things about me and how I've played previously and I've enjoyed the game, achievements, rating, met my husband on WoW. That's awesome. Great. Good for you. Congratulations. Things have recently eroded my will to play. Feels like an increase in recycled content. I hated Mop Remix, for example.
Okay.
Wow, that's a hot take. A lot of people fucking love Mop Remix.
I mean, yeah, but you're gonna be upset about recycled content. We could have just not had anything. It's end of expansion.
It's all, you didn't have to play it.
Yeah, it was end of expansion stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay,
you know,
next.
Fuck you, Lance. Anyways. And I wouldn't touch Visions again with a 10-foot pole, and I'm just jaded for feeling like I'm getting slapped in the face with recycled content. I'm personally not enjoying the new fast content release cycle. All the little events like the Nightfall thing and Hollowfall seem soulless to me, with everyone and their grandmas just running around like crazy, one-tapping things. I liked it better when there were lulls in between. So you like it when there's no content?
I mean, it could be a lull because it's... if you're playing the game, it's just irrelevant. You don't have to do it for Visions, so sure, I mean, whatever.
Holy shit.
Could be just a lull for you there.
Retroactively, adding new achievements required to complete expansion metas. Okay, really? That's a big one for you? Really?
Sure.
An achievement?
Whatever.
Hunter pets being squishy. Wait, hunter pets being squishy have eroded your will to play World of Warcraft?
Yikes. What else?
Had difficulties attempting Zekfir 2 and Underpin because my pets get one-shotted and I don't want to face tank it. I don't think that's my intended class design. Maybe I'm being stubborn. You absolutely are being stubborn. I do think it's a design issue on Blizzard's part because I do think they should have fixed that, even at least in the slightest. But get off your high horse, stop playing BM for 2 seconds, use that 1-button rotation assist that you're gonna fucking use, and go play marksman. It's not that big of a deal for 2 seconds.
That's true.
I don't like the new profession talent tree
That's
system.
fair.
I could agree with that.
It is a little too
a lot
involved.
of people.
A good take.
A lot of people don't like the new profession talent tree system. It needs to be way dumbed down.
Yes.
I agree 100%. What I do like: skywriting, drive, delves except for Brand.
W.
What's wrong with Brand?
Doesn't work half the time.
Champion.
Next.
Exploring the new zones as usual. Beautiful trading posts because okay, yeah, I know the type of player you are. Oh, I got it. Thanks for reading. Launch player here. Hey, been playing since 2004. Mind if I tune in?
Pre-alpha player here.
Hey, rank.
Rank 14 Scarab
Hey.
Lord here.
I was rank 1 back in the day. And I hit 2400 Glad back in Wrath, and I went to AWC. Let me tune in on this.
Yo, Sky, remember that one guy who commented? He was like, I was the first player ever to reach 3K rating in Wrath of the Lich King.
What do you mean?
And then we looked it up. The first player to ever reach 3K rating in WoW was Wreckful in Cataclysm.
By the way, what do you mean? There was a guy recently under our comment section that said he was like, he said he was 670 something at the start of this season.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks into the season, he
And
said he was
literally-
675 item level.
Literally, race to world first players weren't even 670. No, WoW players are shameless.
He said, week 2 into the week 2 into 11.1. He goes, patch is terrible. I'm already 675 and completed the raid. I'm done with the game already.
You're such a fucking liar.
2 weeks in. I think the race to world first was still
I like
going
this
on.
guy's look. That looks really cool. Launch player here took 2 small breaks during Legion and BFA due to the direction of the game at that time. Wow, during Legion, huh? Interesting. The game for me was awesome from launch day up until the end of MOP and what slowly bled me out. Sure, okay, that's fair enough, I guess. Removal of 10-man and 25-man heroic endgame
That's fair.
rating, and it was replaced with 20-man mythic.
That's fair.
Sure.
Being able to do the hardest and content with the best rewards and 10-man was...
I like that.
Yeah, I think
I do too.
That's understandable.
I think having 20-man mythic raid, I didn't like that. The removal of range survival hunter. Sure, man. When I came back during Legion, I witnessed all the systems, and then with big BFA systems, I walked away again. Came back for the middle end of Shadowlands and found a guild. Now the recycled content just bleh, but whatever. My wife played. What did you comment?
Just
He didn't talk about her. No, but he didn't talk about her. He talked about him.
Yeah, just
No,
adding.
but her. She asked a question.
Yeah, just... But
Like, can you maybe help me
Hey,
understand?
I'm going to add my 2 cents here. Launch player.
Hey, launch player here. I'm going to talk only about me and make my own forum posts within yours.
Bump.
Like, and he got 5 likes.
Should like it.
Feels like an increase in recycle. There we go. Here we go. Cost of getting player housing of the game. All right, that's not true. Stop. That's fucking crazy. You're gonna the people like that are gonna give them that idea. That's so not true. He didn't really give input, just added points. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't. That's like that one guy who never adds to the conversation. He just repeats what other people say.
Yeah. I know a couple of people like that.
A buddy of mine does
Do
that.
a couple of podcasts.
This guy's going crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Might be time for a break. Step away for a bit until the itch to play returns.
There's nothing wrong with stepping away, man.
It always returns. Just because an event exists does not mean you have to do it.
100%.
The alternative is what happened before. There was nothing at all for your calendar year. Yeah, what the fuck? That's a great post. If you don't like the cadence at which something's being released, you don't have to play it. You don't have to.
Especially because it's all... If you've been playing the game, for the most part, it's all optional except the visions to get your enchant. Which is like, it took me, what, an hour?
Honestly, it just sounds like you're done.
Yeah.
Take a break. If the game still feels stale, it might be time to hang it up. Yeah, I can't ever hang up WoW. It's always just give it a break for a second.
Give it a break.
Give it even a couple weeks, 3 weeks, a month.
A real
give it a second.
A real WoW player is only 1 trailer away from coming back, bro.
Like, yeah, facts. Player housing is absolutely coming. It's expected to be live before midnight releases.
Why is he saying that like it's a question? Like they've made that very clear.
It's absolutely coming. There's a new expansion on the horizon.
Guys, just so you know, there is going to be an expansion titled Midnight coming at some point within the next year.
I've read it. I've come to this conclusion. The conclusion delusion. Where's my boy at, bro? I mean, when I do play during minor patches, I'm just off doing whatever seems fun. I really enjoy revisiting. Yeah, I mean, not everything has to be fucking superhero main story guy.
I'll be honest with you. Now that we've finished the raid, I got my glory achievement. What I kind of want to do now is run old raids, get new transmogs, just chill out. I don't need to. I do need to still finish the rest of my 10s just because I want to get that done, just to have all my portals. But other than that, I mean, I'm kind of just chilling, bro.
No, I agree. A Canadian goes, man, the guy has the book. Housing's confirmed.
Wait,
victimizing themselves has gone wild.
Holy shit, he just confirmed housing?
That's fucking insane.
What's his name? Just so we know, we gotta give him credit.
He got the interview. Oroda.
Oroda, the Worgen Druid in Cataclysm.
Yikes.
All
Hunter
right.
pets do feel squishy. Thanks, Oslo. 27 Warlock.
Next one.
Try other new game.
Tons of better game. Tons better game. All right, let's go to the next one.
Whoa, bro. I mean,
sure.
Whose dogs?
Wait, go. Actually, skip this one. Just go to this one and end it there.
Oh boy, am I gonna like this one? Eversong in Midnight. My fear. My fear with You want to read it?
My fear with Kel'Thuzad being the focus of Midnight and most likely an Eversong update is that it's going to look super washed out. Okay. Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath had very vibrant colors, but I fear that Eversong is going to be very muted compared to what it looks like in TBC if they remake it. It'll have a much more mop Veil of Eternal Blossoms or other modern-day washed-out look. I'm going to be honest.
Veil looks washed? No, the fuck it doesn't.
But I also feel like, I mean, the only zones that feel washed out now would be like the underground zones in the War Within, but like look at the Dragonflight zones. They're
Lonzo
pretty bright.
has a question for you.
What up, Lonzy?
But,
washed out? I don't...
Washed out my ass.
One thing that WoW has always done, and you could say this no matter what
maybe too much
is,
lately. Like,
the art team,
vibrant.
The art team has always killed it. That's
Arden
has to be.
Wield and
Revendreth
are some of my favorite zones
also,
of all time.
Bastion is awesome.
Bastion, yeah,
Bastion's
sure. Bastion's
awesome.
Bastion's visually fucking phenomenal. What's your favorite TCK shirt?
The Goblin for sure.
Yeah, Goblin is pretty goated. Yo,
Goblin.
I'm about to throw all of them out. It's done. I'm done.
That's true, by the way, guys. Once the 11.2 announcement comes out, we're gonna have a new shirt coming out.
We're gonna have one last stream where we announce it's the final go around. So this is the final stream before I literally toss them in the trash and rip them up in front of everyone on stream.
Crazy.
But one last stream for that, and then we're doing the new design and prepping it. The art team always kills it, but the extremely vibrant and bright colors of the zones are iconic, and WoW has always been trending away from the extremely high contrast colors.
I disagree. What about the Dragon Owls looked washed out too? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't agree.
Like Azure Span was pretty awesome.
This isn't a freak out, but it's a calm dispute. I just don't agree. I don't agree. I doubt it'll be washed out. Blizzard knows that Elven content is a huge want and desire for many players, and how huge the IP of Quel'Thalas is among the greater player base. Sure, it's not all players. We've seen massive elf haters here on the forums, but there's not an enormity of play. Okay. Overall point, thank you. They'll ultimately be fools for not pouring in above adequate or greater resource into Quel'Thalas and the zones of Midnight, which is highly anticipated and hyped by many players. I'm telling you right now.
You know how many people are coming back for that?
Telling you right now, they can cook. They can cook, and they can cook hard. People complaining about the colors. It's called a theme. That's crazy. I'd honestly be okay with them lowering down the saturation on the zone a bit. Yeah, I mean, Dragonflight was so vibrant. It was almost too much.
But also, if they're gonna work on it, I'd want to see like some change. Like keep the the essence of the zone the same, but like it had to have progressed in the years since we've been there, right? Like I want to see some change. I'd like to see the dead scar cleaned up. I'd like to see some things change.
Sure.
You know, but they do gotta, like, if they're gonna fuck with the music at all, like, keep the essence of what it is. I still want to hear that harp. You know, that whole
Boom, boom, boom.
yeah, like I don't want to lose that.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Also, definitely let's get some Ghostlands updates too, please, if you can.
Lance, transition us.
What's the next one?
I'll take the bait.
Oh, all right, guys, it's time to get rid of this forum freakout.
Yeah.
It's time for a debate.
All right, welcome to the Hot Take Debate, where each week we pull a spicy, outrageous World of Warcraft opinion, and Lance has to defend it no matter how bad it is. And me, I'll be on the other side, tearing it down and calling out the nonsense. At the end of the day, it's up to you, the viewer, to decide, was it actually facts or just pure nonsense? This is Hot Take Debate.
It's time. It's time for the hot take debate. It's time.
Holy shit.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what's time, man. And come on, it's the spiciest, craziest debate on a Wednesday night, 8:15 Eastern Standard, World of Warcraft podcast at this time. It's the hot take debate, baby, when we got a hot one.
Yo, you just got me fired
This
up.
one's gonna be insane. Ladies and gentlemen, classic. I can't even read it out loud.
Classic players don't want fun. They want superiority.
One more time.
One more time?
Yeah.
Classic players don't want fun. They want superiority.
Let's be honest. We have to be real here, okay?
Now hold on, because you do this every single week, bro, where you end up defending the same topic as me. You're supposed to try to tear me down.
No, I'm on the side of this.
I know, but the whole point of the segment
but
is
I
I
like
defend, you attack.
Yeah, but I don't like that. But that's a lie. I'm not gonna lie to the viewers. That's a lie. I'm not a liar.
Yeah, but
I'm not a liar.
it's not very interesting. Well, unless we're defending and you guys attack us.
I'm not a liar. Chat, I'm not a liar.
Well, so here's the thing, right? And once again, this guy keeps giving it to me with these inflammatory takes.
Oh, Kiko,
What up,
what's up,
Kiko?
baby? How you doing, man? How's everything with the family and everything? Is everything good?
The thing is about this take, right?
Oh yeah, Canadian.
And what I've learned about classic players. I could do an 11, by the way. Sure. Wait, what dungeon before I get into this? Tell me what dungeon, and then we'll talk after this. Thing about classic players is that they don't want to have fun, right? Like, and you'll see it in Anniversary right now. Like right now, the meta right now is go into AV for 120 plus hours, grind it out until you're rank 14, because now there's no honor decay, and you could just every week go up in levels, and that's it. You don't have to worry about breaking brackets or any of that shit. So like the meta is you need to be rank 14 if you want to like pug a raid. In which case right now there's really no gear that's better for you unless if you're rank 14. So now you're just raiding for no reason, but you can't even really get into a raid without being it. And then they want to gatekeep you, like if you're not rank 14, you can't get in. So that's one way. It's like they want to feel superior because they have the time to sit there and do rank 14 grind and you don't, so you're a loser. You can't join our raid. That's one thing that's crazy about that. But then also, they want to feel like they don't want to have fun anymore, right? Like, you know, that the whole journey. And you'll see it on classic podcasts, by the way, these days. Go watch any of them. It's to the point now where people who were talking about how they were classic purists are now saying how they don't want to level the old-fashioned way anymore. They want to boost. They want to have Dungeon Finder. I literally was watching a classic podcast the other day. A guy who's been doing a podcast since before 2019 talking about how he's a classic purist, retail sucks, all of this shit, is now talking about how he likes the fact that you could teleport to dungeons. He likes Dungeon Finder. He doesn't want to sit in trade chat anymore and try to find a group for an hour. Instead, now it's almost to the point where he thought he did, but he doesn't.
He didn't, yeah. He thought he did, but he didn't.
They've agreed now that
Nice.
Classic is not, you know, they don't care about the fun of that journey anymore.
Listen, there is phenomenal things about Classic WoW. Phenomenal. The Classic player base is not one of them. They're the most stuck up, arrogant, egotistical, think they know but they don't Andes I have ever seen in my life. I've only been declined to raids, not in retail, in Classic. And we're talking about a game that it's one button rotations with 0 boss mechanics. We're talking boss mechanics where the mechanic on the boss is dispel. Who the freaking hell are you to decline somebody?
Well, they need 25 warriors.
It's so beyond cringe. The entitlement that come out of Classic players, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. Everything good? But the tornado, getting things settled in, trying to readjust the system. The girls are super hyper wifey. I'm running in turns. Oh my god, Kiko, that sounds like a fucking lot's going on in your end, bro. Yo, remember, if you need anything, bro, hit up the officers. Hit up fucking me, Lance. Anything we can do. I know it doesn't really help much, but we're here for you, buddy, and we love you very, very much. I find it wild when Classic Andes are offended when people introduce people to WoW in retail before Classic. It's so much easier to get a new player into retail than the Classic grind.
Yeah, in some ways it is. In some ways it
Sure.
is. But yeah, I mean, the thing is about Classic players is they want to be like, okay, you're not playing the right class, you can't join our group, right? Like, we've seen the 25 warrior meta. We've seen, you're playing a red paladin, not in my group. Get your ass to healing. Right?
Shit, you should have seen the quadruple mage prop paladin group that I was running in Scarlet Monastery. You're a rogue?
No, come on.
Are you out of your mind?
You're not getting in. And listen, by the way,
Are you crazy?
it happens when you're playing Classic. You kind of fall into it.
No, it's not a fall into it. The game is designed that way. And it goes back to the point of you think you do, but you don't. Everyone is not about, like, the meta and everything. It's about efficiency and time. I'm about time. If I have a rogue in my group dealing no damage, it's not about a question of whether we're going to clear it or not. It's I want to just clear it faster because I don't have time. Right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, that's why when I was playing my priest, I healed forever. I had to just be okay with it. I'm not gonna try to DPS Shadow while I'm leveling. That's stupid. I'm wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then because I'm healing,
Mind flay.
it's almost like, which by the way, healing in Classic, wow, yikes. But it's like, I don't know. It just, you kind of start getting into that mindset where it's like, I am superior. You're not playing the right spec. You're an idiot. And I've been called, bro. I remember I was trying to raid a ZG as Shadow, and I had good gear for Shadow.
You think you were getting memed?
Bro,
With Hand of Ragnaros, I was getting dog walked on fresh warriors. I'm dealing about 500-600 DPS. They're dealing 600-700. And I'm getting dog walked. Shout out to Gronus. We had a good time. But fuck me. The thing about Classic is, once again, it's not about difficulty. It turns into a time efficiency thing and speed run thing. They bring the warriors not because a rep paladin can't at least DPS. They bring the warriors because it's just faster.
100%.
And they want to be faster. It's not a skill-based game.
No.
It's a speed run game. That's what Classic WoW is.
1000%.
When it comes to the end game. It's not about difficulty, it's about speed. That's the problem with Classic World of Warcraft.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, they want to act like they're better than retail players or their game is better, which, listen, Classic WoW is amazing, retail WoW is amazing, they're just different games, but they act like because of the fact that everything it takes longer to do, it makes them superior because of that, right? Like, oh, because we have to suffer through this 240-hour grind of leveling, we're better than you, which is
Isn't
like,
Classic just a parsing simulator? Yeah, and the thing is it's
especially if you're a warrior.
actually the biggest scam parsing simulator ever. Not even real. It's all one button. It's just RNG based off if you get crits or not. Old kid was shocked when she was so hard. That's fucking crazy, Kiko. That's nuts. And Lance, it's CBM key.
Tinder brew.
Ah, okay. I need the enemy's health to go down faster, please. Yo, for real. It's worse when there's a Lego everyone is chasing and you play the classic that can acquire it. A lot more competition. Oh, daddy, yeah.
Yeah, no, you ain't getting a Thunder Fury unless you know somebody who knows somebody or you're a GM.
That's exactly how old school EverQuest players are. Or is it really?
Yeah. I mean, it's a similar situation. It's
Think
like,
so?
because we suffered, we're better
But I
than
felt
you.
like, but I felt like with EverQuest, like I feel like with those old RPG or MMOs, it's not in the sense of time efficiency, it's about group composition. Like, it's not group or raid composition in Classic.
No, but I think he's meaning like, that's how it was in EverQuest where like...
Oh, this is taking too long for you? Go play a Care Bear game like WoW. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's
you're right
actually,
about
that's
that.
what it's become. Like, WoW compared to what EverQuest was, is now what classic players think about retail.
Yeah.
Like, they act like Classic is
Crazy.
harder. When in
Crazy.
reality, Classic is... In
Bro,
almost no way is it harder than retail.
I love Classic. That game is monkey bone brain dead. Classic is so beyond brain dead. Have you ever seen those shorts or like videos where it's like Classic rating versus retail?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yo, Classic is crazy, bro. It's just crazy. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to explain it. Maybe retail's overdone, like maybe. But Classic is... I mean, it's 2004. What do you expect, man?
It's still the best game ever. It's still, I still will love it to the day I die. It's just, man.
I wonder what that guy's journey is at, the 1 hour a day. Can I check?
I think he was, last time I saw he was almost 50, I think. The thing is about Classic WoW, and I don't know why the player base is like this, but they're doing content that's already been, like, the best is the Race to World First Classic. I love that, man. Don't you love that?
What, Race to World
The
First
Race
Classic?
to World First, like,
Sure.
they're acting
It's
like
12 minutes. Right? Real race.
like, oh man, this is the real Race to World First. Like, oh,
So, this guy is 110 hours in, I believe.
Scorched earth.
Oh, God. And he is now at this point... What level is that? He's in the 40s. 41.
41.
Oh, my God.
He's going a little slow though.
Bro, this guy's over 3 months in. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy does a YouTube series, and I'm not knocking nobody. I love the content idea. I think it's really cool, but it just sums up how classic WoW is. He is playing the game 1 hour a day, and he's 3 months in, and he's level 40. By the way, in case you're wondering, the halfway mark for classic, I think, was level 48, 47, right? Something like that.
When you're talking about in terms of XP,
In terms of
needed.
total XP amount.
Forgot what level it was.
I thought it was... Man, I'll just look it up. What's the halfway mark for classic XP? Halfway... 47. Someone said 47 is close to exactly halfway for XP needed. Holy shit, he's not even halfway. This could take 8 months.
Yeah, but mobs do start giving a little,
No, it's still an hour a day, Lance. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, but you start getting a little bit more XP. What's up, Bort?
That's
You
crazy.
do start getting a little bit more XP.
What up, Bort? How we doing, buddy? I still like that meme of fire tree and this is fine. No, for real, like, that's nuts, dude. Classic takes too long to level? Oh, absolutely. It's a great journey, but that is the game. It's leveling.
I think every WoW player should go 1 to 16 in Classic, whether you did it back in 2004 or, now, currently. Everyone should do it once.
So we talking keys after stream? That's fucking crazy. Shit. I don't think I'm gonna push 13s anymore until I get into next patch with the belt. Why? Like, I can very easily do 13s on my warlock. I've already done 2. I'm just. Why do I need to do it anymore? I don't know. I want to get my 3K rating, but like, I'm gonna risk breaking a key for a dodo bird. Unless it's with like the stud guildies and you. No tank do. Playing for only 1 hour a day when some flight paths can take 8 minutes is rough.
Yeah,
some are way longer, by the way. I took a flight path from Org down to Tanaris, and it was, I think, 16 minutes.
What about...
Something like that, or 12, 14, something like that. It was over 10. Thing is, they didn't want Dungeon Finder in the Classic yet, and when I went back, I was like, what the F? Did the Dungeon Finder come in Classic? That's fucking crazy. Yeah, because there is a form of group finder.
Yep.
It's going to take him a long time. Wait until he gets to late 50. It's going to take him an hour just to get to other leveling area because he ran out of quests to do. At some point, it's got to be more efficient to just grind. 1 hour is in Classic is nothing.
You can't
get shit done.
In the 50s, there's grinding spots where you can get an hour, like a level every 3 hours, 3-4 hours if you're efficient.
Oh my god.
So at some point, it's gonna start taking him 4 or 5 days for
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
But yeah.
I'm working towards becoming a hero of Azeroth before I do 13s. Crazy.
Like the guy in it.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking hilarious. Hero of Azeroth. Let's go. Level 14. Hero of Azeroth. He's the hero of his fucking Dundies.
We started doing a little something this last weekend, right?
Oh, yeah. We're pre-leveling up a little bit of characters for MoP. Just very casually. Very, very chill out casually. A Warlock and a Shadow Priest. Just casually leveling up in MoP. Or Cataclysm or whatever.
Cataclysm right now. Still, but yeah, we're leveling over there.
That's fun. That was fun.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to go to the memory lane now. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. I think we get the point with the Classic.
It's time we take a trip.
Yeah.
Down memory lane.
All right, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane where we revisit iconic moments from WoW, old YouTube gems, and the legendary clips that shaped the game we all fell in love with. Now, let's jump right into it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go back to memory lane, dude. Check the little ticket, see what's going on, dive into it. This one's called That's the World of Warcraft That You Play. Let me up the volume, make sure everything's good here. Hopefully I don't blow your guys' speakers out. Low-key hope I do. Let me
Did you see how many views this video has?
No.
It's like the most.
You guys know this one?
Viewed one. That's not Leroy Jenkins.
Druid! There's travel in your future when you hit level 30 and you get your travel form. You will never be a rogue, always healing and crying about your class. Hunter! You will want every single weapon in the entire freaking game. You don't need anything but your pet, cinnamon, scattershot, and then bang death. Mage! You think you're almighty with your epic staff, with arcane power and a Zandalarian hero trump. The only problems will be ripped to shreds and you will be nerfed by every single glitchy patch. That's the world of Warcraft that you play. Yeah. That's the world of Warcraft that you play.
What the fuck? Yo, that's crazy.
That's the world of Warcraft. That's the world of Warcraft that you play. Yeah. That's the world of Warcraft that
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
Rogue! 50% of your server will be composed of rogues who rolled their class to be cheap.
Insane.
You should not worry because you can one-shot someone without any kind of skill. Priest! You think you're a shadow priest, but you will be forced to be a heal bot in your raids. You should prepare to jump off a cliff when suddenly everything is your fault. Shaman! You are the most overpowered class. All you have to do is cast Frost Shock to win. Remember to keep reincarnation up, and it will take 10 alliance just to take you down.
Yo, this is to create something like this back in the day is fucking epic. No one knew stuff like this existed. This did not exist. Things like this did not exist. Creating parodies like this with this amount of work involved, it did not exist. And not only that, to make it funny as shit and catchy and cool, it's epic. If you want a real banger, go look at Ponage Like Us. Oh, shit. This is a bop. Yo, this is insane.
The world of Warcraft that you play. That's the world of Warcraft that you play. That's the world of Warcraft that you play.
Where's Warlock?
That's the
Well,
world
they're
of
coming.
Warcraft that you play.
And Paladin. Oh my god.
So you think you have these skills because you raid all day and night, or you have finally grinded to Grand Marshal or to High Warlord, and you may have epic gear so you can brag to all your friends that you spend too much time playing this stupid time-consuming game. And just because you have tier 3 gear only shows that you have no life, and it will be useless in the upcoming expansion pack. So I suggest you go outside and ride your bike off in a pool, or play with kittens so you get away and do protective work. Or was I? Warrior! You might have incredible strength, and you can probably pwn somebody's face, but you are worthless without a priest. You are destined to raid for all your life. Paladin! You strike fear into the hearts of the horde, simply using your hammer and bubble earth. You think that you are a warrior, but you will always be that guy who never heals. You should be able to kill someone with a 10,000 damage shadow bolt crit. If I were you, I'd join a guild and always raid. Never, 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 never leave my house again. That's the world of Warcraft that you play. Yeah. That's the world of Warcraft that you play. That's the world of Warcraft that you play.
Corey, hold on. Let me read your comment. But having a lot of issues with that wife living with 2 kids, pretty much. I just clicked on this to have something to watch, and this song was playing from my childhood. Thank you. I needed this nostalgia today. Damn.
Oh man, see memory lane.
Yo, Corey, the whole purpose of this segment is to take us back to, I guess,
Simpler times.
simpler and just easier times. That's the entire point of this segment. And we did it for people like you and shit, even myself and even Lance.
I mean, it's nice to just to reminisce, right? I mean, you could hear
For just a second.
yeah, even if it's just a minute. I'm hearing something like this, or even other memory lanes we've done. It takes you back instantly to like where you were when you first heard that video or song, and it's like, oh man, yeah,
100%.
I'm a little boy again, just me and Sky chilling in pajamas at our computer, watching and laughing like 2 little idiots. Like,
Yeah, true.
yeah, you know. So I understand.
Memory Lane is S tier segment of this show. Oh, absolutely. Can you guys find the Dwarf Warrior doing capture flag saying all the greased up deaf guidelines from family? Oh my god. Brings you back to a simpler time for sure. Exactly, bro. Exactly. By the way, you're looking good in that gym photo. You're absolutely freaking killing the game right now. I just came back from the gym a little earlier, but listen, bro. Honestly, Corey, you need someone to hang out with, do things with, goof off. You need a guild. Join the Discord. We're here every single Wednesday, but then we also hang out in the Discord constantly. We chill out. We play games. We're doing our best to be a part of the community. Everyone who's part of the community is the happiest it's ever been. You are not alone, my man. I promise you, you are not alone. World of Warcraft and the channel do things like bring people together. That's why you're here tonight. That's why you happen to just click on this video during this random time where we brought this up in a 10-minute segment during a 2-hour show. So definitely, it's for a reason, buddy. Get in that Discord. That's crazy, man.
That's the world of Warcraft that you play.
Fraps. I'm recording with Fraps.
That's the world of Warcraft that you play.
Wow.
That's the world of Warcraft that you play.
Yo, that was such a good video.
I mean, look how many views that shit had.
18 million views?
Well, yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, I remember the World of Warcraft. I actually have that on the list to be played on memory lane one day.
We have a couple bangers. I can't wait for I play WoW.
Yeah,
Can't
it's coming
nobody
out.
mess with me now.
What about that one with that 3 days grace song? I'm here without you, baby. It's the whole story.
That's fucking crazy. Yo, there was some funny ass shit he said in here. A warrior. Like, no, he's genius. This was epic. Epic. For social media. Yeah, exactly, bro. Oh, that's awesome. This was so good. I love Memory Lane. Memory Lane's so much fun. Something for the comeback kids to aspire to. Holy shit. I think our best video ever is at like 3.7 million views. But Jesus Christ. 18 million is beyond me. I don't I don't understand how that's even fucking possible at this point. But wow, incredible.
Well, it is an
Incredible.
18-year-old video.
Yeah, absolutely. How much time? 10:13. I think we have time for the gaming forecast.
Do it.
Let's go to the gaming forecast, ladies and gentlemen. This one's gonna be a good one, I promise.
Okay, some upcoming games look like total wins, while others absolute disasters. This is the gaming forecast, where we predict the future of hot new games and let you know if it's clear skies ahead or a full-blown storm warning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check out some new games on the block. Things are coming up. This one is kind of about World of Warcraft, though. It's in a 0.2 state, so it's very early, but it's called Azeroth Survival, a Unreal Engine 5 Warcraft fan project. Let's take a look. It's supposed to be a survival game based in WoW, okay? Very, very early. 0.2, guys. 0.2. It's a long time away, but completely big fan project here. Defias action here. Juan, what's going on, baby? Let me pause this for a second. Yo, what's going on, Juan, dude? Yo, we caught you at the end of the stream. What's up, buddy? Lance always answers your comments, bro. Lance loves talking. Like, oh, dude, that's so cool to see you here, buddy. How is everything? Hope everything's good, buddy. Survival World of Warcraft, guys.
Might be the only survival game I'd ever want to play.
For real. Might get a little loud. Heads up.
Okay. Oh, shit.
This is gameplay now.
Nice. I like how they kept the UI. Alright, so
Look,
you're
he's
a
breaking
peon.
down the tree.
Oh, shit.
Tell me it doesn't have potential.
Dude.
Tell me something like that doesn't have... Ladies and gentlemen,
Wait a second.
ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be real. You're gonna sit here and tell me something like this doesn't have some form of potential here. Let me copy paste the display so you guys can see what we're looking at. Like, you keep all the World of Warcraft UI type stuff. You have character, health, energy, level, XP, available skill points, strength, agility, intellect, stamina, spirit, max health, health regen, max energy, all this stuff. You have gear, backpack. It's hard to craft shit. It looks interesting, does it not?
Wait a second.
Does something like this not look interesting? Then he's going ahead and he's going to skin the boar. I mean, it's very early 0.2 stuff, and it's a solo-made project by one person.
I just want to see what the world looks like here.
Look, nighttime. Holy shit. I'm going to go ahead and make a little fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yo, you mean to tell me if you're in Duskwood, pitch black Duskwood, ghosts, worgans running around, yo, that shit would be kind of scary.
There's something here. Honestly, if you just did the vanilla world like this, 100% survival.
That'd be insane.
Well, yeah, there's something here.
I mean, it's just World of Warcraft, you know? Like survival. Fighting a little scorpion worker. Trying to dodge. Getting his ass whooped a little bit. But it's just so interesting. Bro, hell yeah. Got a little food and mana bar on the bottom. I mean, building some crafting tables.
You know, the coolest thing for me is seeing the world with a little bit of better graphics is cool.
Epic. I love the UI keeping like.
I don't love survival. I
And
would
by the
change
way,
that.
it's only got 2,000 views. A video. It's a very interesting video. Like,
No, that's cool. I mean,
0.2? In 0.2? I would definitely check it out.
yeah.
If it's fully out, I would. If this was like polished and fully out, and there's like a skill tree going down, maybe a class that you would like a little bit, nothing too crazy because it is a survival game. Very interesting. Very fucking interesting. I'm gonna be honest. Someone is making another WoW game that someone will complain about lack of content or content releasing too fast. Yeah, right? So there's going to be form freakouts on this game too.
Azeroth Survival Form Freakout.
That shit is funny. Another one on the gaming forecast. Painted Grail, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Skyrim similar game. This one's cool as shit.
Yeah, this game looks good.
Very creepy fucking vibe too.
The truth about all this
I would buy this game. I really would.
100%.
have broken my people.
That music is good, man.
I write only letters to boys.
That's fucking creepy as shit. Is it not?
He
Oh,
was
nice.
the fire that forged
Little talent tree action.
chaos.
Enemies.
Will that carved a
music is
path
cool.
through darkness.
I had a scythe. Holy shit. Look at this.
Nice.
Crafting system too.
Got him.
I am Arthur Pendragon.
Holy shit.
I led humans to Avalon shores.
Imagine fighting that dude.
I built
Bad
the
situation.
great halls of Camelot.
Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Nice little dolly zoom there.
He was the man beneath the crown. He was the voice that doubted,
Yeah, the music is sick.
the heart that
Look at that
stood
little conjuration.
beneath the weight of legend.
Wow.
I need to save this.
So the graphics aren't like
This.
great in the sense that it's you know, like
Here's-
realistic, but
Here's what it is. I'll tell you what it is. This feels, looks, and plays like an old school RPG game. Games today have this problem that they're overly polished. They're overly clean. Sometimes you want the 1970 fucking Dodge. You want it a little beat up. You want it to
Graphics-
have that original
yeah, I think
power to it,
the
you know?
games they try to just go for graphics instead of making a good game sometimes.
Well, also, not only that, they'll go for over the top everything. Not everything has to be over the top. Like,
Guy's face is about to get smashed in.
fucking Jesus.
Is my vow.
No, it's cool. I would play this game. I really would. I would play the shit out of this game.
On
man,
Steam.
anyone want to buy it for me? Like,
What are you, that one
What?
guy?
love that guy. Let me pull that guy up.
Insane, bro.
That's great.
That game looks cool, man.
No, this is a cool ass game. I would genuinely, no bullshit, I would play. The problem is like, obviously WoW takes up my life at this point.
Yeah, if I had time, I would totally play this game.
The vibe is so there.
Or if I had a PlayStation or
That
Xbox.
guy mad about other players in WoW needs this game. Yo, for real, like,
Actually, you're right. This might be the game for that guy, dude.
it's out now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe I should play it.
About all this.
Wayward Realms? Did we? What is that?
No, Guys, we're gonna get one extra gaming forecast here today.
Wayward Realms. 1 year ago trailer? Oh, daddy. Oh, I think I've seen.
Actually, wait. I think I have seen this.
So there's this new game coming out called The Wayward
Oh,
Realms
I've seen this.
that I felt obliged to talk about. In play, The Wayward very individual creator and
I've seen this a little bit.
Yeah, I have.
of 521,000 square kilometers or 201,000 square miles. Walk from the top of Scotland to the bottom of England 2.5 times is how long it would take to walk across this game's map once. So if you ever wanted to roleplay as medieval Forrest Gump, this is your chance. Fall, you know actually
Can I get
something in
some
it.
game?
Otherwise,
Wow.
it's just
I like
a
that
very
UI. That reminds
fancy
me of
walking
Champions.
simulator.
I don't think for MMORPGs, first person is the
Otherwise,
way.
it's
Son of
just
a
a very
bitch.
fancy walking simulator.
Dude, is that not
Well, they want to-
Champions, the UI right there? Like, almost very similar. That old school classic RPG.
Yeah, they gotta fix that.
Yeah, no, it's a little ugly, but
Gotta
they just
polish
need to
that
make
up.
it better. Like, I mean, wait, let's just look it up. Champions earn 2 arms. Yeah, look, you're gonna tell me that's
Oh,
not
that was
similar?
Kingdom Come Deliverance that he was showing.
Kingdom Come? Talk about man. See how very fucking similar it is?
To make this a be
But like,
the factions in the
this is
game
Kingdom
will
Come
interact
Deliverance.
with
then
each
what
other
the fuck is
dynamically,
this guy
and they're
talking about?
depending on what
I have no gameplay to show? My ass. Gameplay trailer. Okay, this is the trailer. I don't know why I didn't just look at this. I'm a jackass.
Welcome to the archipelago,
Jesus
a
Christ.
landmass of over 100 islands, steeped in political intrigue, forgotten magic, and a multitude of adventures to be had. Ours begins on Ijar, a remote island in the northeast.
Whoa.
I was at Walter Reed National Military Hospital getting gas with my Goblin Comeback Kids shirt on and received mad compliments. The shirt rocks, working
Hell
on
yeah.
Void Cycle. By the way, every time I've worn that shirt out, I've actually gotten a compliment on it. People
actually
asking if
awesome.
it's a band, if it's an album cover, if it's something like that, and what it is. It's cool. I don't know what it is. Tell me about it. Every single time.
That is pretty sick, isn't it?
That's pretty cool, honestly. Oh, shit. That's dangerous.
We have come to the town of Melhelm at the behest of Lady Ravensworth, stepmother to the local baron in search of information. Rumors
Okay.
have been circulating of strange
RPGs are great,
occurrences
right?
around the tomb of Lord Godsend, a former rival to the baron who met his end at our own hands. We were sent
found
to
the
seek out
polished sword, huh?
Niles, an informant for the Order of Saint Latra,
Locked? Pick that shit.
but it seems the door is locked. There must be another way in.
Nice. This guy's doing this in armor?
I want to listen to some more Tainted Grail music.
Oh. What the fuck is that?
Yo!
Oh my
Not
god!
the friendly sort.
Kill that rodent!
What the fuck is that? Niles Gobos. Holy shit!
Maybe he just needs a little convincing.
Fuck. That thing creeps me out. I wouldn't be around that thing. A lower class male.
Excellent. We have the
So the RP
information
system's
we
based on AI, like
need. Now let's be on our
ChatGPT.
way.
What? Nothing
We have our
scripted?
goal,
What the
but there will
fuck?
be some obstacles in the way.
Interesting.
It is up to us how we wish to achieve it. Combat.
Got a miles to go with that.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh!
I don't know why Skeleton's bleeding.
Stealth.
Very interesting. This is also over a year ago, though, so let's... That looked
Nice.
tough. Baby rat dragon, that's crazy.
Magic.
That's cool.
Obviously, it's very rough and early on right now. But the idea is there. Visually, people love doing that. They love getting the visuals first.
like that should be the last thing worked on.
Yeah.
I
Or
like doing
using
the
our
slow
wits and
motion when they're
knowledge.
killing
Oh,
things.
shit. Nice. Dungeons and exploring in general is always fun. Now we're talking. Oh shit, little puzzle action?
Oh, more cool music though.
More Viking Nordic
Of
music?
course. Sometimes that might not be enough.
Oh shit.
100% Kuzi.
Gonna be a tough fight. Oh Jesus, hope you got AoE.
Fire breath.
Looks cool.
Dragon's breath.
Honestly, I love game. I mean, I just love fantasy games, man. I'm such a sucker, bro. My entire life, I'm gonna be stuck on this shit. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be stuck on fantasy games forever. This was released. What's the exact date? May 30th. So a little over a year ago. Once Lost Games. Do I have any updated videos or? Oh wow, look at that. They constantly do dev updates every month. That's awesome. That's a good sign, by the way. Wayward Radio. Oh,
Is it a good
that's
sign?
cool. That's cool.
Ashes of Creation does that too.
Yeah, so does Pantheon. Anything else? Let's go to full screen here. A little podcast duo angle. Yo, chat, how's everyone feeling right now? What are you guys doing? By the way, guys, don't forget this Saturday night, we're trying to do a City of Heroes collaboration with the community night. Big community night. Superhero MMO. We have information in the Discord. Gotta get in there. Gotta sign up. We're all gonna go in there, hang out in Discord, goof off, grab a beer, grab some Taco Bell. We're gonna chill out, Mac, create our superheroes together, and fuck shit up. Be there or be square. Lance, anything?
That's insane. I mean, guys, for that superhero night, I think the goal is to be started at 10 o'clock. Like, we'll start running the game, not creating your character at 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there probably 9 latest.
Yeah, so
9
all right.
latest making my guy.
That's pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Great show. No disconnections.
Yeah, that was we've had 3 streams in a row of internet breaks, crashes, start slows, all that sort of stuff. But we did good. Good stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some more stuff coming, man. We know what this time period is. The 0.7 is literally a week and a half away, so that's awesome. A lot of really big stuff. From there, we're going to get the major 0.2 announcement, and that's going to bring a shit ton of population to the game because that's the final patch before the new expansion.
Remember we saw that right before 11.1 came out.
Come on.
A few weeks before everyone piled in again.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be really, really, really exciting. Just a lot to be excited for. Obviously, right now, at this very second, it's, everyone's taking a tiny bit of a break. Shit like that happens. By the way, shout out to Void Wolf for the follow. But we're doing our thing, man. We're doing our thing. Thank you guys so much for coming. Another good show. We did our thing. 2 hours. We clocked in for you guys. Hope you guys had a decent Wednesday night with us over here at the Comeback Kids. Lance, want to check us out?
Guys, we'll see you in the next one. My name is Lance. I'm here with my host, Sky.
That's it. We'll see you guys next week, man. Love you guys so much. God bless. See you on Saturday. City Heroes. Be there. Much love, Juan. Have a good one, guys. Peace out. Peace out, Reno. Good luck with work.